This is a chapter 4 test number 3. So I need to, given this equation here, 3m squared minus 7m minus 6, I need to find the roots of this equation. Well, to skip ahead to part B, what is another word for roots? It is the x-intercepts, or the solutions, or the zeros. So when I'm finding the roots of this equation, it means that I want to set the equation equal to 0. So I want to know what values of x, I'm going to draw a little graph over here. I don't know if that's what it's going to look like, but I want to know my zeros. I want to know what my roots, what values of x are going to give me y equals 0. So 0 equals, that's y equals, well, I think I can factor this. Now I'm going to factor this, I'm going to use the surefire method. So I'm going to go 3 times negative 6, so 3 times negative 6 is equal to negative 18. And I need to find two factors of negative 18 that are going to give me negative 7. And those would be negative 9 and positive 2. I multiply those two together, I get negative 18. I add them together, I get negative 7. So 0 is equal to 3m squared minus 9m plus 2m minus 6. All I did was I took my negative 7m and I made it into two pieces. So now I'm going to group this. I'm going to group those two, and I'm going to group those two. So from this group here, I'm going to pull out a 3m. So 3m times m minus 3 plus, and I think from this one here, I'll pull out a 2. 2 times m minus 3. That's looking pretty good. So if I want to factor it, I'm going to, that should be 0 equals 3m plus 2 m minus 3. So if I want to find my roots, I want to find my zeros, either one of these two can be equal to 0. So if I say 3m plus 2 equals 0, that gives me 3m equals negative 2. So m equals negative 2/3. That's going to be one of my solutions. Or m minus 3 equals 0. That's m is equal to 3. That's another one of my solutions. Well, now that I know my two solutions, it's pretty easy to write this in intercept form. This intercept form, f of x is equal to a times x minus p, x minus q. I know from my original function right up here that my a is 3. And I also know that because I pulled that out of this portion of the, when I did the factoring, I pulled out a 3 to get, well, if I pulled out the 3, it would look like 3 times m plus 2/3, which would give me my m of negative 2/3. So I'm going to have f of x is equal to 3 times m minus negative 2/3 m minus 3. My p and my q. I can just simplify that a little bit. Is equal to 3 times m plus 2/3 parentheses m minus 3. And that is how I would write the equation in intercept form.